After every Shabbat, we have the special ceremony and blessing of Havdalah, where we lahavdil, we make a separation between Shabbat and the rest of the days of the week. And during that ceremony, we actually say a verse from the book of Esther. We say, LaYehudim haita or v'simcha v'sason v'ikar. And the Jewish people were light and joy and gladness and honor. And a deeper understanding of this verse really opens up how Purim can carry us throughout the rest of the days of the year. So there's a story in the Talmud of Rabbi Chia and Rabbi Shimon ben Chalafta. And they were discussing, how does the redemption of the Jewish people, how does Am Yisrael get redeemed? How does Mashiach come for the whole world? And the analogy that was given is that it is like a sun rising, that little slivers of sun begin to beam into the darkness of the night. The light comes in slowly. And the famous words used are kima, kima. Little by little. Little by little does that sun fully rise and illuminate the world. Give an analogy of this process, this sequence of redemption that is so important to Jewish understanding and Jewish philosophy. And they say that the story of Mordechai is a great example. So first, Mordechai is a simple worker in the king's palace, and his own people are about to be massacred. And slowly, kima in the story goes from being a simple worker to actually climbing the ranks and taking second in command. And the Jewish people at the end of that process are redeemed, LaYehudim haita or v'simcha. The full redemption in that story took place, but it started kima, slowly, sequentially through all the incredible hashgacha pratis, the divine providence. And so, when we say the words LaYehudim haita or v'simcha, we have to remember that the way the world works, even though we have this idea of yeridot hadorot, that there's a descent of generations, there's no Navi like Moshe Rabbeinu, but all of that light from the past, we are on the shoulders of giants. We have their illumination combined with our illumination of the present era, and actually, slowly, there's actually an increase of light. We have all the light of Moshe, but then we have all the light of Rabbi Akiva, and all the light of Baal Shem Tov, and all the light of you and me. We're actually gaining more light until there's a full-blown revelation of Hashem's presence with, please God, Mashiach for the whole world. One more tiny bit of hope in that idea of this sequential redemption is that just before it says LaYehudim haita or v'simcha, which is the last verse that is described in this kima process that we say, is an incredible verse that says that Mordechai was wearing royal clothing, and the royal clothing were techelet. Techelet is really the color blue in color white, so that just before it gets to redemption, full redemption that we say when we have that hope at Havdalah, through every Shabbat we're getting closer and closer to redemption. Before that verse, we have the blue and white returning, the real colors of the Jewish people. The flag of Israel is not a coincidence, it's techelet, blue and white. That is really the color of tzitzit, that is the color of the royal garb that Mordechai was wearing. And then it says atarat zahav gedola, a great crown of gold. And we know that women in ancient Jewish times would actually wear a tiara that was gold, and it would be Yerushalayim on it, engraved on it. So every Shabbat when we say that the Jewish people are light, we're remembering kima, patient and wait. For the full redemption, there is the redemption of the Jewish people slowly with the process, being able to have the colors blue and white of the Israeli flag, a return of the Jerusalem, the old city, where hopefully, please God, the Beis HaMikdash, love and revealed goodness, and the Mashiach now for the whole world. Bimheira v'yameinu. Shavua tov.